popular Nigerian newspaper this day recently reported that the governor of Imo, Hope Uzodinma, declared free marriage between Fulani men and Imo ladies. After a while, this day newspaper came out and described the news as a fake news. Based on that note, a well-known human rights activist, Aisha Yusufu, decided to react. While reacting, she made it known that the said news is really heinous. Speaking further, she stated it clearly that those who gain from the chaos have their machineries fully employed. This is really terrible. I don't know what people gain from this type of news. As long as I'm concerned, the Imo State governor has no right to force or tell Imo ladies to marry Fulani men or Yoruba men. So I think Nigerians should know the type of news to believe, because this type of news should always be disregarded, because such thing can't be possible. Well, whether it can be possible or it cannot be possible, definitely it might encourage people to do that. Of course, have we not heard from Lai Mohammed, who has been speaking with traditional rulers, religious leaders, that the reason that they should try to inculcate this idea of people marrying together, because when they want to tell you that, oh, we cannot divide, Nigeria cannot be divided just because, oh, we have intermarried, we have this one. So does it mean if we now get Nigeria, if we divide Nigeria, there's somebody who has married a Yoruba man who has married an Hausa woman, or vice versa, a Yoruba man who has married an Igbo woman. So where do you want them to go? And people are like, are you guys for real? So because somebody is married or whatever, so that means they cannot have their own country. Or as a country, if you want to go and, as a Nigerian, if you want to go and get married to a Ghanaian now, so because you are married to a Ghanaian, then their sovereignty is questionable. Or there will be no more Ghana again, there will be no more Nigeria again. So if they are to bring things to support their claim, or they need to bring a superior argument when it comes to that. Lai Mohammed was telling traditional rulers and religious leaders, encouraging them to let people to continue to get married. Say, meaning that maybe by the time you marry an Igbo woman, you marry a Yoruba person, definitely those who are agitating for breakup of Nigeria, it will not be possible. Says who? That is their own thinking. So if that kind of a thing had really happened, or said it, somebody has said it, and I think somebody else again, I don't know who said, one of those big wigs, whether somebody after Lai Mohammed has said that, somebody else came again after somebody have married. Okay, I think it's Gumi who was talking about it was whether Tafawa Balewa or one of the former presidents who is now late, that the man, an Hausa man, he married a Yoruba woman. So where do you want the children to go? It was Gumi that was giving that example. So this idea of Nigeria breaking up is not going to be possible. So if something of that nature had even happened, Uzodinma does not even need to say it. Or whether, all I know is that it can only encourage people to do that. Whether it will now be difficult, it will make it to be difficult for people to get married, or if they get married, it will be difficult for them to talk about the agitation that say, oh, we don't want secession, and it's very, very far from that. Of course, I don't know why people are worried about fake news. Just like this is according to what this day has said, that this is fake news. Definitely, in no distant time, any fake news will be exposed. It will be exposed. Today is not the first time, or this Buhari's regime is not the first time we are hearing fake news, because they know what they themselves did before they came into power, because they did all of those things. So somebody who always acts in a funny way, he wouldn't want people to act in a funny way towards him. So they will begin to pick. They say native, now they can't see thief. Native, now you go no say another person native. So fake news or no fake news, everybody is getting to know which is true or which is not true, because the way the government is taking this thing, this fake news of a thing, is like their life depends on it. Uzodinma can say that his love for Fulani is too much, but they will surely dump him soon. Before a rumor comes out, there is evidence of truth. In every rumor, there is always element of truth. That is what someone is trying to let us know. In every rumor, there is always elements of truth. Whether he says it or he did not say it, but we know people who are in government have are trying to encourage people to get married to other tribes so that Nigeria will not break up. You are defending Hope Uzodinma Aisha Yusufu as if he's your father, but you have to understand that the same Hope is the one that called Nigeria army to come and throw bomb on his people. So I'm not surprised. Believe me, that man can do anything as long as his paymasters Fulanis are concerned. It's the same Uzodinma who is telling us that oh, there is peace in Imo State, there is cordial relationship between the herdsmen and the farmers. And like seriously, with a lot of things that have happened in that place. And the man was just putting up bold face and he was saying it that there's nothing like that. So he's against anti-open grazing. Any form of ban on open grazing, he say he does not have business with that because there's relative peace between the farmers and the herders. Well, what do you mean by defending? At what point does she defend, or do you want her to support fake news? Apart from fake news, tell me what Uzodinma is not capable of doing to those he hates for his political ambition. Uzodinma is a Fulani creation. Nothing he will not do to please his Fulani masters. Nobody doubted the news because people know what hopeless Uzodinma can do as a stooge. What of the pulling out from the open grazing agreement reached between southern governors? Didn't Hope Uzodinma or also Hope Uzodinma also betray the agreement? The stooge is a traitor, and all Imo people and Indigbo in general knows that. You call yourself a United Nigeria posting rubbish online. If you are a Fulani posting this, please, your mind and your people will end up in darkness. Okay, his mother is not alive. Let him deliver his daughter at least. Uzodinma can do that since he refuses to do the needful, which is the mind of the citizens to end Fulanis killing and raping the women and their female children in the bushes and destruction of crops. Instead, he chooses Fulani violence against his people's wish. He can still do this. That is calling fake news. To me, it's never a fake news till Uzodinma do what the Imolites want. After all, he was not voted into power. Rather, he was imposed on the Imolites by the Fulani elites. Let it happen, please. Even the federal government should declare free marriage between Fulani guys and Igbo ladies. It is good so that we can have peace in the southeast. You are a cheap commodity. You don't even value your birthright. So you can easily give it out for a morsel of bread. Shame on you. Purest fake news to the core. It is not true. It was seen in a video saying about the open grazing and intermarriage as he denied it. He can do that because he has a very big agreement with the Fulanis before the governorship was given to him. He took an oath to do whatever they asked him to do. He has brought in S-men to finish our people. What else can he not do? I think after his regime, he will pack down to Fulani and leave them. Aisha, my dear, you have said it all. Marriage is not by imposition, it is by choice. As the Imo state government reacted to the news, who can tell us the truth behind that publication? Yes, Aisha is 100% right. Anything they told you that Hope Uzodinma did could be true if he could betray the old southern governors' resolution, but that would not stop the southern governors from carrying out open grazing law. Whether he likes it or not, the ESN will enforce it. Oh my goodness.